Brian, another year, another show. Just talking off camera there, 10 years you've been at Hever Castle.
Yeah, so this September will be our 10th year race, and it only seems like yesterday when I got a call from a mate of mine who said that the estate manager was looking to zizz things up at Hever Castle because he was new in post. They'd been very traditional up until that point, and he wanted a sports event. So I'd always wanted to own my own series, and I'd always wanted to put my own triathlon on. So it was a great opportunity, and we went to market. Within a month, we'd sold 1,100 places and had to stop there because we weren't quite sure what we were taking on. And produced the event in September, went brilliantly well, and we thought we're onto something here. So the following year, at the behest of my children, we added in children's races and another 3 castles. And it took a little while for obviously to all that get going, probably a couple of years before it was a sort of meaningful going concern. Added another castle in Ireland in 2012, and here we are 10 years later. We'll have 18,000 competitors this year, and at least double that in terms of spectators, because why do people keep coming back? We've got a 43% return rate. I think they come back because they get a good race experience, but also their spectators and family have a great time as well, which is what Castle Tri is all about. Basically, it's the overall festival experience that we pride ourselves on.
And you're not just triathlon, so that part of the business has grown and you've got new events this year?
Yeah, so we're very much still about triathlon, and that's very much at the heart of what we do, but we recognise that we've got large swathes of estate within which to do things. We're paying one venue fee, and so we're just adding more things in. So we're used to adding in new formats. You don't want to fall over yourself by making it too complicated, but we've added in marathon and 10Ks at all of the castles this year under the banner of Castle Run Series. We can see that, and we know from evidence that we've seen in the marketplace that a lot of people come to triathlon from running, so we're bringing running to triathlon, and so hopefully a lot of that market will see triathlon in the shop window and come back and do triathlon with us. Even if they came back to us and did more running races, then we'd obviously be happy with that. But we're in the business of trying to get as many people doing triathlon as we possibly can. So we're doing that with run, and we're doing that with swim as well. So we've got these fantastic lakes, we've got swim safety on site. Why don't we use some of the downtime in the programme to put swim only events on? So we're doing a mile swim, a 2.5k and a 5k each of the events. And again, swimmers generally haven't tended to come to triathlon from swimming, but we think that there's a huge marketplace out there which is untapped, and we're going to again try and push them through into the triathlon market by getting them to have a look at triathlon while they're on site.
Well, you talked earlier about how you set it all up. I mean, there must have been quite a lot of highs and lows through those 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, triathlons are difficult things to put on anyway. You ask any event organiser, they're probably one of the most complicated events that you can do that. Add in a public-facing festival as well on top with music, sort of circus acts and everything else. It does become quite a complicated beast, but I was in the Marines for a few years. I've got a good background in logistics operations, so I kind of see that picture really well. The hard thing about our game, as it is with most organisers, is actually getting people to be aware of what you're trying to do, marketing the event and getting more people to come year on year. So that's what we spend most of our time thinking about. In some respects, the operational side is the easy bit of the job. Yeah, definitely highs and lows.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you've got a good selection of races now, so people can come down and have a look. So when's the first race for you?
First race in Ireland on the 26th, 27th of May. So it's all of our events are now full weekend events. So we do camping the whole weekend. There's a festival that runs through. We do sprint races Saturday morning. In the afternoons, all venues now are doing mixed relay, which is obviously the new format that people are talking about. Will hopefully be born out of the Commonwealth Games, where we'll have good representation. It's a fantastic new format. I want to try and get 100 teams at each of my mixed relay venues this year, because I think that's when the whole thing will really take off and people will appreciate the full value of it. And I think it will draw in another audience as well, a bit like 2020 in cricket. I think that younger people will be attracted to the faster nature of the whole thing. So we're looking forward to that. Then we do swim onlys on the Saturday. Sunday mornings flips over to the more serious triathletes. So we do the longer races, the half iron distance and the Olympic distance. And then we'll set off our 10Ks and half marathons, and then in the afternoon we've got children's racing. So busy old weekends, lots and lots going on, but there is something for everybody literally. And we're very hot on the the detail. So as a high-end elite athlete, you can come and have a brilliant race with us, just as you can if you're a novice first timer. So yeah, well, we welcome everyone.
And new venues, is that something you're looking at, or are you quite happy with the race series now? It's quite a busy race series.
Yeah, I mean, we have got from May through to September a castle event each month, and the natural extension for us would be to add something in either Southern Europe or America in October to coincide with our half term, and then it's probably up to somebody else to dig deep in their pockets and take it around the world. But, yeah, I'd like to extend it by at least one more venue. I've looked at a castle in Italy just north of Rome called Castello Odescalchi. Didn't quite work just because of the way that the various bits of the castle have been sold off over the years, but we're definitely on the lookout. But I think Southern Europe is probably our most natural next venue, and it would probably be an October race to coincide with the October half term.
Sounds very exciting. Well, we wish you all the best for this year and look forward to another 10 years.
Thanks, Paul. Me too.
Thank you.